Oh, but he is, Your Honor.
Is what?
I intend to prove that Mr. Kringle is Santa Claus.
Ooh, this should be interesting. All right, let's go. Let's see, can you do it? Hi there, welcome to K Reacts. And today we are watching Miracle on 34th Street from 1947. All right, well, if you didn't know, for this month, I asked you guys which Christmas movies you think I should watch. And then whichever ones got recommended the most, I am watching for this month. This one was definitely up there. Now, I've heard of this one before. I think it's about like a mall Santa trying to prove he's like the real Santa or something. I know it's a major classic. Now, I don't know if he like ends up actually proving he's the real Santa or what, or if it's just like really nice story or what. But like I said, it is a classic, so it must be good, right? Well, let's check it out, shall we? Well, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and the full length will be on Patreon if you want to check it out. The link is down below. And I'm just gonna quit talking and let's get into it. Miracle on 34th Street. Yep, I don't know who any of these people are, but that doesn't matter. Is this based on a book or something? Who are we following? Oh, is it the Santa Claus? Hi.
You've got Cupid where Blitzen should be. And Dasher. Oh,
How can you
Dasher
tell?
Should be on my.
How can you tell with the toys? Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. Now, how long has that been a thing?
I beg your pardon, sir.
Gotta go sneak a drink in, huh?
Slightly mixed up.
It's cold. A man's got to do something to keep warm.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're a disgrace to the tradition of Christmas. And I refuse to have you.
Wake me up when the parade starts. Jingle.
Now, how did you get that drunk? Come on. Now I see where this is going. No, I haven't been to very many parades. My family just doesn't like it. Like to fight the crowds to just watch things go by, nah. I kind of like it though.
Just think if Mr. Macy had seen the other one.
Just think if Mr. Gimble had seen the other one.
I know that Gimbals was like Macy's competitor for a while.
Susan.
Don't tell me she has like a little niece or daughter or
Susan.
something that's gonna like see who the true Santa is. Is that what's gonna happen? Mm-hmm.
What a beauty. Where's Susan?
Wow, I wasn't even close.
At the 50-yard line.
He's so very fond of Susan. When he asked me, well, I didn't think he'd mind.
Never mind. Who is this?
I guess it's all right.
I can't keep track.
Looks like they're having a little trouble.
I was right.
I never met my father. You see, my father and mother were divorced when I was a baby.
Well, geez. Heavy backstory for this child.
I'm Susan's mother.
Yes, I know. When she come in, Susan told me quite a
Oh,
lot
so
of
this
it.
is her daughter.
Oh,
So who is this guy?
and I want to thank you for being so kind to Susan. Cleo tells me that you took them to the zoo yesterday.
That's right.
Who is this man?
Yes, that's what. I read someplace that the surest way to meet the mother is to be kind to the child.
A horrible.
He wants to meet her.
Wait, what? See, she doesn't believe in Santa Claus either. No, Santa Claus,
Uh-huh.
fairy tales.
I think we should be realistic and completely truthful with our children. And not have them.
I love those parents. No imagination whatsoever. I mean, I think it's fine if you want to like raise your children to be realistic, but like, come on. You gotta like let them imagine and like believe in some sort of fantasy and whatever, but like there should be a balance, you know? But like, I don't want to like tell you how to raise your kids or anything, but I'm a little bit judgy. Just a little bit.
I'm sure, Mr. Dinner's at 3.
Who is he?
Just right.
So she's like a little wing woman. Is he interested in the kid or in the woman?
With that man on the throne, my department will sell more toys than it ever has. He's a born salesman. I just feel it.
So if he is actually Santa Claus, what's he doing just wandering around here?
Now, you'll find that a great many children will be undecided as to what they want for Christmas. When that happens, you immediately suggest one of these items.
Wow.
Memorize that list.
Well, what should I do with these? Throw them on the floor. I get kind of tired just sweeping up dust.
Make my job more interesting. Man, even as a child, I didn't really go sit on Santa's lap. Ever. Maybe like twice.
Well, Peter, I can tell you're a good boy. You'll get your fire engine.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, the only important thing is to make the children happy. Whether Macy or somebody else sells the toy doesn't make any difference. Don't you feel that way?
Good for you. Uh-oh. He's probably gonna get in trouble.
Now, we've got skates, and they're really good too, but they're not quite good enough. You go to Gimbals. They'll have exactly what you're
Oh no.
There you are. Yeah.
The #1 competitor. Oh no.
Imagine a big outfit like Macy's, putting the spirit of Christmas ahead of the commercial. It's wonderful. From now on, I'm going to be a regular Macy customer. Oh,
Oh. The spirit of Christmas ahead of the commercial.
Well, as long as we're in the store, you might as well say hello to Santa Claus.
Why?
Because when you talk to him, you might feel differently about it.
What a good idea, Mr. Who knows who you are. Maybe he's trying to move in on your mom? I don't know. What, she's not allowed to go talk to Santa Claus? Is that scandalous?
Hello, Mother.
Hello, Susan. Hello, Mr. Gailey. I think you've taken up enough of this gentleman's time now. Come on, dear.
The explanation
Wow. Way to
is
take all spirit out of your child.
She had to go home. I'm sorry, but it's just that I couldn't see any harm in just saying hello to the old fellow.
Exactly.
I tell her Santa Claus is a myth, and you bring her down here, and she sees hundreds of gullible children, meets a very convincing old man with real whiskers. This sets up a very harmful mental conflict within her.
What in the heck? This woman. How many of you guys believed in Santa Claus? I definitely did.
They keep waiting for Prince Charming to come along. When he does, he turns out to be a...
We were talking about...
Oh, I see. You're projecting your problems onto your child.
I must ask you. I told her you wouldn't be able to speak to him. But when she saw you in the parade yesterday, she said you were Santa Claus, as she calls you, and you could talk to her. Well, I didn't...
Oh, he's gonna be able to talk to her. Oh no.
Oh, Ben Santa Claus.
I guess they can.
Oh.
Bist Santa Claus Kaboomcha. Heifertin Menschuncha.
Oh, that's so cute. He's got me convinced, man.
Please tell her that you're not really Santa Claus. Actually is no such person. What's your name?
Kris Kringle. I'll bet you're in the first grade.
Oh no.
May I have this gentleman's employment card, please? Yes, Mrs. Warren.
Next of kin, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vic. Oh my goodness. Brady, as old as my tongue and a little bit of my teeth. It's funny that he actually has an employment card.
Yes.
Mr. Macy wants to see you immediately.
I'll be right up.
He's gonna like love this Santa Claus and be like, he has to stay.
I admit that on the face of it, this plan sounds idiotic and impossible. Imagine Macy's Santa Claus sending customers to Gimbals. Oh, but gentlemen, you cannot argue with success.
Do you really think this would work? I feel like no, but for plot's sake.
No eye pressuring and forcing a customer to take something he doesn't really want.
I wish stores would do that.
I want to thank you two again, and in your Christmas envelopes, you'll find a more practical expression of my gratitude.
Yep, gotta keep that Santa Claus on. Awkward.
It was just because I felt that we owed it to him, but Mr. Macy suggested that we find something else for the other Santa Claus and keep you on by all means.
Okay. Full of crap. Typical of big companies.
A mental examination?
Well,
Oh, I don't mind. I've taken dozens of them. Never failed one year. Know them by heart.
What is Santa doing here hanging out just among regular people? Like, is that how he keeps check on us?
Then I want you to... Muscular coordination test? Surely. Be glad to.
The coordination exam I often take is this one where you touch your tips of your fingers like that.
Agnes, how many times have I told you not to bother me at the office?
Well, gee.
No, not a penny. I give you a liberal allowance, and it's up to you to run the house on it. If that fat, stupid brother of yours would get a job, you wouldn't have to be pestering me all the time.
Oh, geez.
His whole manner suggests aggressiveness. Look at the way he carries that cane. and he's never without it.
Wow, you just didn't like that he told you that you were unhappy at home. The truth hurts.
So when he exhibits his latent maniacal tendencies, which I assure you he will, please realize the responsibility.
If someone was within, they could steer him away from any trouble.
You mean sort of take custody of it? Do you think he'd agree to that?
Who would that be? Would it be her? Or what's his name that keeps hanging out with her kid? Or does he work at the store? I have no idea who that man is.
What sort of games do you play with the other children in the apartment?
I don't play much with them. They play silly games.
Wow, she has like a miserable childhood.
How would you like to be the Statue of Liberty in the morning, and in the afternoon fly south with a flock of geese?
Exactly. Imagination? Great thing.
If you'd like to move in with me, I'll be able to do that.
I mean, that's what I was saying, but I don't know who you are.
It's Mrs. Shellhammer, and they have the loveliest room, and they'd be so happy if you'd stay with them.
That's very sweet of them. Please thank them very much. But I'm going to stay with Mr. Gailey.
Mr.
That's what I want for Christmas.
In a doll's house like this.
No, a real house. If you're really Santa Claus, you can get it for me. And if you can't, you're only a nice man with a white beard, like Mother said.
Oh.
I guess you can't get it, huh?
You can say that.
But your mom does need to live close to work. She's chewing gum in bed. Oh, no.
Of course, someday I'd like to get a place on Long Island. Not a big house, just one of those junior partner deals around Manhasset.
I know just the kind of place you mean. One of those little colonial houses.
Either that or...
So, the plan is to get her married, and then they're going to go live in a little house. And that's how he's going to accomplish that. Wow, they're like really advertising other stores, like actually. That's so funny. Man, if only stores actually did this.
Doesn't your mother ever sing to you at night?
Why should she?
Wow, this mother.
Listen, do you happen to have a spare piece?
I have always hated, I mean, gum in general, but bubblegum particularly. Blech. How many of you guys like bubblegum? Not just like bubblegum, but are like master bubble blowers. Oh no. Yeah, gum and hair.
Sawyer, you mean, that's the one. He's a psychologist, you know.
Well, that's a debatable point. Why is it that, she said? It's a lot of rubbish, Alfred. Don't listen to him.
Oh, he knows what he's talking about.
I
He's
don't
been
think so.
studying that stuff. Oh, he don't soak me nothing. He's doing it for free because I'm an interesting case.
Maybe he's the one with the guilt complex.
Oh, just that I hate my father. I didn't know it, but he says I do.
And he sees...
What do you mean bursting into my office like this?
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Are you a licensed psychiatrist? Only one way to handle a man like you. You won't listen to reason. You're heartless. You have no humanity.
Are you going to leave?
Yes.
What's he gonna do? Oh! Oh! Oh no, that's gonna get used against him.
Mr. Sawyer, are you all
Oh
right?
my gosh. Oh my goodness. That just makes me mad.
But the moment I mentioned Santa Claus, the moment I attacked his delusion,
Wow.
became violent.
I don't like this guy.
If he sees me or you mention psychiatrist, it's more or less attacking his delusion again.
Oh my gosh, so manipulative.
Did she know about this?
Yes, we all discussed it.
So he's a lawyer. Was that established early on? Just what?
Because the last few days I've had great hope. I had a feeling Doris was beginning to believe in me. And now I find out she was only just humoring me all the time. I just talked to her on the phone. Yet he's out there and I'm in here. He's called normal and I'm not. That's normal.
Yep. That's the world for you.
Let's get out of here. Now, wait a minute.
Now, how are you gonna get out of here?
But you'll get me out of this. You'll think of something. It's not going to be easy, Kris. Oh, it will be for you. I believe you're the greatest lawyer since Darryl.
Can you ask to like retake the exam or something?
That's a lot of nonsense. Dangerous, my foot. I don't care if he failed 10 examinations. You had no right to do it. Now, you get the case dropped tomorrow, or you might have another lump to match the one that Kris gave you.
I'm glad he thinks it's a lot of nonsense.
Has been examined by psychiatrists of a city hospital. It has to go through the regular routine.
Oh, we must avoid publicity.
Yep. How do you feel now? When you lie, the truth will come out eventually.
Regarding this Kringle matter, we're very anxious to avoid publicity of any kind.
Naturally.
So, if you would agree to put this matter through quietly, I'm sure we could find some generous way of expressing our appreciation.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Then you'll cooperate?
Sweep it under the rug.
Publicity. You know, that's not a bad idea.
All the publicity.
You know, if I'm going to win this case, I'm going to have public opinion and plenty of it. Publicity's just the way to do it.
Oops. All the K's. Oh my gosh.
And I'm telling you, get off this case. But why? Because you're a regular Pontius Pilate the minute you start, that's why.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Of course they have kids. Or grandkids, I suppose. And they probably love Santa.
Now, how about a great big kiss for Grandpa?
Wow.
I don't blame them. Any man who puts Santa Claus on trial for lunacy.
Even Grandma.
See what Where do you live?
That's what this hearing will decide.
You believe that you're Santa Claus?
Of course.
State rest, Sheriff.
All right.
I believe he was employed to play Santa Claus. Perhaps he didn't understand the question correctly.
Oh, I understood the question perfectly, Your Honor.
Oh, but he is, Your Honor.
Is what?
I intend to prove that Mr. Kringle is Santa Claus.
Ooh, this should be interesting. All right, let's go. Let's see. Can he do it?
Hello. Sorry, I'm late.
Okay, I thought they were going in for a kiss there.
And either I drop this impossible case immediately, or they will drop me. I beat to it. I quit.
Haha.
Yes, I did.
How do you guys know each other?
I promise you, if you believe in me and have faith in me, everything will...
Does she know the meaning of that?
It's not a question of faith, it's just common sense.
She needs to chill.
These last few days, we talked about some wonderful plans. Then you go on an idealistic binge. You give up your job, you throw away all your security, and then you expect me to be happy about it.
Wow, when did they start making plans?
One day you're going to find out that your way of facing this realistic world just doesn't work. And when you do, don't overlook those lovely intangibles. You'll discover they're the only things that are worthwhile.
Tell her.
Mr. Kringle seems to be a nice old man, and I don't see why you have to keep persecuting him.
Personally, I am not persecuting.
Sometimes I wish I'd married a butcher or a plumber.
Well, my dear, if I lose this case, it's very possible that you'll get your wish.
Wow, this is quite the case that's riling everyone up.
You really believe that this man is Santa Claus?
Well,
Uh-oh. The publicity,
I do.
Oh. Huh. Wow, Mr. Macy.
Psychologist. Where'd you graduate from? A correspondence school? You're fired.
Oh.
Your Honor, we request an immediate ruling from this court. Is there or is there not a Santa Claus?
Well,
Awkward.
The court will take a short recess to consider the matter.
You go back and tell him that the New York State Supreme Court rules there's no Santa Claus. It's all over the papers. The kids read it and they don't hang up their stockings. Now, what happens to all the toys?
I bet you nobody would have a problem saying that nowadays. They make it sound so logical right here, but like people have no problem actually saying it. Kids don't read papers or news.
But if you do, remember this. You can count on getting just 2 votes, your own and that district attorney's out there.
I mean, probably the psychiatrist, what's his name? Sawyer?
The question of Santa Claus seems to be largely a matter of opinion. Many people firmly believe in him.
True.
Can he produce any evidence to support his views?
If Your Honor, please, I can. Will Thomas Mara please take the stand?
Who, me?
Thomas Mara, Jr.
Oh. Oh my goodness, what is the angle? What's gonna happen here?
Do you believe in Santa Claus, Tommy?
Sure I do.
And, what does he look like?
There he is, sitting there.
Why are you so sure, Mrs. Santa?
Because my daddy told me so.
Oh.
Didn't you, Dad?
Oh dear.
My daddy wouldn't tell me anything that wasn't so.
Oh.
Would you, Dad?
Sold out.
Don't forget a real official football helmet.
Don't worry, Tommy, you will get it.
I therefore request that Mr. Gailey now submit authoritative proof that Mr. Kringle is the one and only Santa Claus.
Mr. Gailey, are you prepared to show that Mr. Kringle is Santa Claus on the basis of competent authority?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Will they be able to do it?
Well, I guess that's that.
There's a way, Alfred. There's got to be.
Wow, she actually supports it.
He's so kind and nice and jolly. He's not like anyone else. He must be Santa.
I think perhaps you're right, Susie.
What?
Is Mr. Kringle Santa?
Aww. I believe in you too. From Doris. Aww. Wow, look at you dropping all those letters. The mail system.
Hey, Lou, how many Santa Claus letters we got down at the dead letter office? I don't know. There must be about 50,000 of them. Hey, Lou. Yeah. It'd be kind of nice to get rid of them, wouldn't it, huh?
They want to send them all to the courthouse or wherever he's staying. That's going to be like their evidence or something.
It's all over, George. Look at him. He hasn't got a thing.
Are all the letters going to show up? That would be my guess. That would be a very dramatic climax. All the letters just...
I have further exhibits, Your Honor, but I hesitate to produce them.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be very happy to see them. Yes. Produce them, Mr. Gailey. Put them here on my desk.
Your Honor...
Put them here.
Oh my goodness. This is just from the New York area. Excuse me, Your Honor. I can't see you anymore. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is the real Santa?
Your Honor, since the United States government declares this man to be Santa Claus, this court will not dispute it. Case dismissed.
Hey!
We're having a big Christmas party at the Brooks home tomorrow morning. Breakfast, a beautiful tree, and I'd like to have you and Susan.
Anyway.
Well, if he's actually Santa Claus, then like, shouldn't he be busy, like, getting ready to deliver presents? Because it's Christmas Eve.
My dear sir, you know my assistant Alfred, Mr. Mason?
Aww.
Merry Christmas, Alfred.
But there are lots of presents there for you, darling.
Not the one I wanted. Not the one Mr. Kringle was going to get for me.
Well, what was that?
It doesn't matter. I didn't get it. I knew it wouldn't be here, but I thought there'd be a letter or something telling me. You couldn't get it because you're not Santa Claus, that's why. You're just a nice old man with whiskers, like my mother said.
Oh no.
I shouldn't have believed you.
Uh-oh. We're gonna find the house.
Must be the turn here.
Oh, you were right, Mommy. Mommy told me if things don't turn out just the way you want them to the first time, you still got to believe. And I kept believing, and you were right, Mommy.
Mm-hmm.
You told her that.
Uh-huh. Oh, whoa. Dang.
The sign outside said it's for sale. We can't let her down.
Okay.
Like a little old man and legally prove to the world that he's Santa Claus. Now, you know that...
Ooh.
Maybe I didn't do such a wonderful thing after all.
Man, what a magical ending. All right, well, that was the original Miracle on 34th Street. I really liked it. It was just so sweet and lovely and really good. I just really liked it. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be, just a mall Santa trying to prove that he was the real Santa. I was kind of surprised at how vague it kind of left the verdict in the end, but I'm pretty sure it was like he was the real Santa, I think what it was trying to imply. But I really liked the message it was giving us, you don't need immediate satisfaction. Like, it's all about believing without proof and like without seeing, you know, which was really good, because nowadays, especially, I mean, people have always been like that, you know, but like especially nowadays, we are totally all about immediate satisfaction, and like we need proof, you know, which is kind of a shame. Like a lot of people totally struggle with that. Yeah, so it was a really good message. And I really like the guy who played Kris Kringle. Like, he was so sweet, and he was really good, and I just loved him. He did such a good job. Yeah, like, he totally made the movie, and especially that everything centered around him. It was really good. But then, like, whatever happened to that psychiatrist guy? What was his name? Sawyer? Like, because he got fired, but then he just, like, disappeared. I don't know. I mean, it was fine. I was just thinking about that, like, whatever. Whatever. Just thank you guys for recommending this. It was really good. Glad I watched it. I can totally see how this is a classic Christmas film. So I guess thank you for watching with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And the full length will be on Patreon if you want to check it out. The link is down below. And I will see you next time on Kay Reacts.